Hey, so I haven't read a lot of books, but I decided let's just do a wrap up because that's what we do when we finish a month. We wrap up what we read, even if you haven't read anything. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Hello, beautiful bookworms! My name is Katarina, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to the time of winter where there's wind everywhere and it's really, really cold. But I am here with another purpose, and my purpose is to actually tell you what books I read in the month of October. So October was a bit of a disappointing month for me because I had a lot of work to do. I had a problem on my knee. I had a lot of work to do for my PhD, and also I started to do some extra studies, and because of that, I had no time to read and I had little to no time to film stuff. So it was very sad. I didn't do a spooky season for myself. I didn't read horror books galore. I didn't do all of the videos that I had planned for you guys, and I feel very sad about that. However, since I read so little, I've decided that I'm just going to deal with it, and maybe the next spooky season will be better. And for those of us that leave spooky season throughout the entirety of the months and the year, I will just continue reading horror outside of the time that we should. So yeah, here's what I read this month. So the first thing that I've read, I've actually made a review on the entirety of the series. I read the fourth book in the Linkville series, which is Hollow. This is by Mike Salt. I really enjoy it. It's a horror series, but each book can be read separately, even though they interconnect, so you will gain more reading them in order of publishing, or series order, actually. So I really enjoy this, and I have an entirety of a review talking about all the books of this series, so I'm going to leave a link up above. I really like it. It was very creepy, and for those of you that watch horror movies, if you've ever seen The Descent and loved it, you have to read Hollow because it's creepy, it's gory, and it's very fun. Then I have read two mangas. The first of all was Momo The Blood Taker Volume 2 by Akira Sujito. So this is the story of this detective that is searching for this vampire that killed his wife, and how he's turned into a vampire servant himself. It's pretty fun. It's very dark. It's very noir also, so it's a very new take to vampires. And I was reading this because I was thinking I'm going to do a vlog about reading vampire books for the entirety of the spooky season. It didn't work. I have a lot of vampire books to read that I haven't read, but you know what it is. It's what it is. But I really enjoy it. I have the third, fourth, fifth, I think, manga volumes to read of this, and I'm very excited to do so. Then I read a favorite, which was Oshi No Ko Volume 3. This is by Akakasaka and Mengo Yokohari, and I am loving Oshi No Ko. Since the beginning, right up until right now, I love it. I really enjoyed the discussions of the world of famous people, everything about the arts, the cameras, the people, the suffering, the situations that they go through, and how the industry works in Asian countries. I really enjoy this. I think it's really dark, but also really great. And this one tackles a very heavy topic regarding suicide attempts and bullying through internet. And it was incredible. I really, really liked it. I think it's a really great series that is going on at the moment. And so I advise all of you guys to read Oshi No Ko. At first, it looks like it's going to be a I reincarnated into something story, but then it gets into a revenge story, and it's pretty awesome. So excited for the next one. Then this one, I'm going to count it because I finished on the 2nd of November, and I'm doing this wrap up on the 4th, at least the time of filming it. I don't know when I'm going to be uploading it. And I don't want to have this megalodon of a book hanging around, not being in its place when I could have just wrapped it already. And since I've been reading this for some months now, who the fuck cares if I haven't finished it in October? I read most of it in October, and that was the second volume of Outlander, An Echo to the Bone, or An Echo in the Bone. I never know, like, what... An Echo in the Bone, to the Bone. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. An Echo in the Bone. I read the second part of this. It's by Diana Gabaldon. I really enjoyed it, although there were some parts where this was very you know, it didn't develop a lot, so I gave it a lower rating than the first part. It was fun though, and I really liked some of the plot points. Others I just found they were exaggerated a little. So I just cannot wait to get into the 8th volume, and then progressively, when I do buy it, the 9th, and finish the Outlander series for good. But yeah, it was fun. I read most of it in October, didn't finish it in October, but let's just pretend I did. And now the actual thing that I actually did finish in October, and it was the last book that I finished in October, is disgracefully Richard Lehman's The Cellar. I have a rant review on this with full spoilers. I will leave it linked up above. Since I don't really recommend the book, I would recommend that if you don't want to read it, you just go and watch my video. This book is basically, and not, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings of people that actually like this author and this book, but for me, it was just sexual assault on a plate just because. Everything in this book had to do with sexual assault. And I you know, it had no purpose whatsoever, and the plots were terrible, and there were a lot of plot holes. The characters were terrible. I didn't like it. I am going to possibly donate this book or leave it somewhere for people to find if they want to read. I don't know. I will do something to this book, but I won't keep it. I don't like it. And I don't want to keep it because it takes space for actual good books. It wasn't great. It really wasn't. So yeah, guys, that's all that's going to be for this video. If you like it, leave a like or subscribe, and tell me down below if you liked it, if you like any of these books, if you've read any of these, and what was like your favorite book in October, and if you did spooky season, which I obviously did not. But yeah, guys, that's going to be all for today, and happy readings to you all. Bye!